Hello again, everybody. We are back and we are live on YouTube to do the AEW Dynamite review. This should be a fun one. How you doing today, George?
Yes. Great
Uh,
mood. Great mood.
I'm in a better mood now than when I was. Well, so like before we get into anything, I just want to make a mention. We've talked before about how ESPN made it so easy and so advertised and right there on the front page for WWE. I didn't watch Dynamite on Tuesday because I had stuff to do, and I watched it yesterday through. I was like, I'll try it through Max. Sure, let's go on HBO Max. Man, they bury it. You have to go to AEW. You have to type in AEW and then hope you don't hit AEW archives and go find the old shows. I found it pretty quickly, but it took way longer than it should have. Is my point.
Well, to be fair, ESPN thought they made it easy, and it turns out it was a little more difficult for some people. I thought they had. Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, I just mean of the access, when you're in the app is what I meant, when you're, when, for me, when I clicked on my home menu on my screen on my TV and I went over to ESPN and there's just click right to the video. WWE's been in there, at least for WrestlePalooza and the replay of it. It was just harder for me to find AEW than it should have been, is my point. I was upset.
I didn't have that much of a problem. I found somebody that was kind enough to put it in a weird sort of way, and I was able to watch it.
That's hey, whatever makes it work, I'm all for that. That was just my number one note. And then my other point of when I turned it on and I saw it was 2 hours and 37 minutes, I was just all right.
Yeah, wait till next week, 3 hours.
Oh God, I know. We'll see what that
I need an official ruling from you before we start.
What's up?
Dynamite's going to be the 2 hours, then Collision's going to take over that third hour. Do we still have
to watch the
third hour?
Yeah, I would say no, unless they actually have something in it.
The overrun's going to go through into the first part.
That's what I've heard. That's what I thought when they. Yeah. So are they going to do or is that not the real overrun? And the real overrun will be a 3 hour and 12-minute show. Good Lord.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. No, but I think what they'll do is, because last time they did a 2 hour and 20-minute Dynamite, and then the Collision took over.
Okay, I remember when they used to do, what was it, Battle of the Belt, and they would attach them to the end of shows, and it'd be the same kind of thing where it would just kind of the ending of the overrun would just kind of flow into what the next start would be, and then you would just get Excalibur going, and we're live on Collision. Okay,
yeah, that's pretty much how it works.
Yeah,
and yes, I do know that WWE is easy to find on ESPN. I just expected it to be on ESPN.
Yeah, no, especially with
YouTube, and I didn't get that. So
yeah, especially with the partnerships and stuff with the cable companies they have. I feel like that's they're nickel and diming themselves to not get the right deal.
Missing a bunch, dude.
Yeah, no, it's more than it definitely should, because it's major. There's not that many cable providers in the United States, essentially, right? I mean,
easy.
Yeah, there's a few that are nationwide, and then there's a few that are regional, and it does seem like that it would be more of the regional ones, except for has YouTube TV gone on there, or is that still no?
No, not yet.
Okay, so that's a major one. Right. That's the one. I feel like YouTube TV is the easiest one for people to use when they're cutting the cord, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
of all of them, because my parents, my mom, my stepdad, they've got a pretty big house. They got 4 TVs, and it's just getting astronomical. And so I sat down with them a couple of weeks ago to kind of try to see what the best option would be. And they have a friend who has YouTube TV, and so they've been using that. And all right, we think we can figure it out. So I'm going to help them with that. But yeah, but that's a major one. You would think ESPN would want to connect.
Whenever something's added or taken away, I get an email right when it happens.
Okay.
When somebody was negotiating their deal, they were going to take them off you know how DirecTV used to always do that.
Oh yeah.
So I got an email saying that it might not be available, and then a day later, we've negotiated and we're going to. Okay, fine. I haven't got an email yet. So
yeah, I want to say it was ESPN that happened with when I had DirecTV, and I feel like that was the only one I ever saw actually get to the date. Well, I mean, get to the date and drop off, but then by the next week it's back.
The CBS affiliate here in Arkansas
Viacom
was gone.
Yeah, Viacom
for a while. Yeah,
I remember that one too. I don't watch a lot of those. It was just ESPN was something I watched, SportsCenter or whatever with it. But I mean, that's the world we live in. I wonder how, and you really got to wonder with the new data moving forward, how that's going to affect just everything in general. Because I feel like we've been working on a lot of extrapolations and and hypotheses versus big data is big data, and the numbers seem to be legitimate and they seem to make a little bit more sense.
Yeah, there's more people. That's all.
Yeah,
I think someone said it perfectly. The numerator stays the same, but the denominator increases. That makes sense, right?
Okay. Yeah. No, that does.
From school.
Does. Yeah. No, that's a good point. No, yeah. No, it's just a very, very, very interesting situation.
We'll get to that number. We'll get to that.
Yeah,
in a second.
I've got that. Say we'll pull the old Cornet style and we'll do the ratings.
The only thing that saved me with the ESPN thing is I already had ESPN Plus for hockey for Buffalo here.
Okay.
I already had ESPN Plus, so all I had to do was upgrade it for $7. So.
That's not. I mean, yeah, it's not bad.
So now. Let's go on to
Tuesday. Yeah, was there anything else you wanted to cover before we jump into that?
No, I would say remember to check out our Howard Baum interview.
Yep.
From episode 30 on YouTube. That was awesome. Also, this week on our Spaces, we're going to be on at 7 Eastern. We're going to do our Crown Jewel review and preview the night's BFG. And then at 8 o'clock Eastern, BFG starts and we'll open up the phone lines and have
Bound for Glory. That'll be a fun watch party. Yeah. And then Ollie will be on the Savage Wrestling podcast tomorrow. I believe we're going live at 1 p.m. Eastern. So I'm going to hang out with those guys as well. So if you guys want to hang out and see us there, we will do our best and have some fun. Yeah, I'm excited for Bound for Glory.
I won't even get to see you. I'm at work.
Yeah, that's when I feel like they just kind of record. I know one of the guys that does it, he works nights, so he tries to record him when he can with it, and then they put him out afterwards. Luckily for me, I'm available. So, and luckily for me, my wife went out of town today, so it's like perfect timing. I got nothing else to do. Bound for Glory will be a lot of fun on Sunday. Because it's not. I mean, it's a regular pay-per-view. It shouldn't be more than 3, maybe 3.5 hours, so we don't have to do a
good thing I have off Monday.
Show. Yeah, good point. But yeah, we will review the first little bit. We'll do a review of what is it, Crown Jewel? Because and perfect, sweet.
We can actually we can get like an hour's worth of content for the channel, and then make it good, and then open up the phone lines and party it up.
Always remember that with Spaces, everybody. We are recording them to put them on YouTube. So use a microphone, use a headset of some sort, even if it's just your AirPods, just something. Don't just leave it open where it's out and about and we have radio feedback. Think of it like a radio call-in show is a good way of putting it. So thank you, D. Yeah, we've got our 313th subscriber today. We are pumped. We are moving forward, and every video seems to get longer retention, which is cool. It means the people who watch. So if you haven't, share it with your friends. Let them know. Bring them along. We're happy to have conversations with them. We're pro wrestling conversationalists that will talk to anyone about anything. All right, I am a pro. You kind of are. You've dropped some of the better lines in the history of this show. Yes. I'll give you that. And some of the smarter does too. That's why you're kind of like was it Silent Bob?
Yeah, I sneak in, make my move, and jump back out.
Yeah. But when you say it brings validity to it,